Hey everyone, my name is Greg Dunnigan. I'll be running this Acme training session this morning. This morning's session is going to cover Acme's safety policy and how it can work with conflict. So that's what this training will be about. If there are no questions before we get started, we'll jump right in. So here at Acme, our company policy is to maintain a safe work environment in all cases, and assuring that every employee and contractor reach home safely is of utmost importance to our employees and to the company. To assist you in managing our safety processes, we use a policy called RADAR, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So first of all, our contractors work very hard at their jobs, and they have inherently dangerous jobs. They're harvesting gadgets all the time, and there's lots of moving equipment. It's your job to safely manage your team of contractors so that they all work productively and safely. The RADAR process will help you be successful in this matter. And with any part of this process, there will be an opportunity for conflict, as the RADAR process can cause some disruption in the normal flow of work. The whole purpose of the RADAR process is what we're going to jump into next. So what is RADAR, and what kind of conflict can you expect? Well, as you may have figured out, RADAR is an acronym. So if we follow along, the first R stands for recognizing the risk. Our contractors are paid on a volume basis. They're paid for what they produce. This can lead to contractors cutting corners in relation to safety in an effort to harvest more volume. So you, as the Acme employee, must be prepared to step in if you see something wrong. You cannot practice a policy of avoidance. If you see something wrong, you do have the authority to shut a job down. So after you see something wrong, the next letter is A for assess the situation. You and the contractor may not see the situation the same way. You may see something that the contractor may disagree with, the seriousness of a situation. If you, the employee, have a question about the situation, you always have the option of calling in a second opinion from a more experienced Acme employee. Here at Acme, we are a team and we do work together. So we encourage you to ask for help if you need it. The safe operation of the contractor's workflow is paramount. And so if you see something wrong, it's always better to err on the side of caution. The main thing you want to take away from this is don't be afraid to get involved. And stick to your guns, and don't let the contractor try to bully you out of something. So now we've found a problem. The D stands for developing a plan of action. A plan of action must find all the risks and mitigate them. Conflict can happen with any part of this plan. The contractor may not like how the plan is implemented. The best bet is to define all the risks and then get input from all sides, and really try to bring the contractor into the decision-making process in the plan, and really get contractor input so that when it does come time to implement the plan, you have contractor buy-in and they feel comfortable with it. Which leads us to the next step, acting upon the plan. So once the plan of action has been developed, it's got to be implemented, and because we've worked together on the action plan, the implementation should go smoothly, we hope at least. If conflict does come up during the implementation, Acme and the contractor will work through the issues together. When we're implementing a plan like this, we like the contractor to be the one sort of leading the charge with it. They've approved the plan, so they should be well versed in all its aspects. So that if they get pushback from their contractor team, they should be the ones who are dealing with it first. And at that point, Acme will be there to back up their contractors. And the last step is to report the results. We can't forget this process, this part of the process. The results need to be communicated to management and to our peers. We do this so that the results get put into a database, and then if the situation comes up somewhere else in a different part of the company, they'll know what happened. They'll know a similar situation, and they can take similar actions or less severe or more severe, depending on how their case relates to yours. So in conclusion, safety is paramount to ACME. The purpose of radar is to assist you in identifying safety issues, and to be used as a process to mitigate risk. The result of the radar process is most oftentimes change. We see something happen, we need to step in and change it. So with that change, there is the opportunity for conflict. And then the manual that you're going to get is to be used as a reference tool to help you work through conflict as you implement our safety processes. So, are there any questions? Nope, no questions. Okay, let's pick up a manual or a copy of the manual on your way out, and let me go through that real quick and show some of the things that it does. Exit out of the slideshow. Right, we just closed the slideshow, and now we'll bring up the manual. I'm just going to bring this up in the Word document right now, and we will start to go through it. So there's a table of contents, a brief introduction that goes sort of into the history of ACME and its safety policy. There's a purpose for the manual, and then you really get into the meat of what the manual is about. We talk about the radar process, in the individual steps and why we do them, and then for each step there's a summary page, and then really what's really going to be a good help, I think, is it gives real life situations with some setups and different possible reactions and the results of those reactions. So there's the recognizing the risk step. We get into assessing the situation. Again, for assessing the situation, there are now the setup and there are two different types of reactions and the results for each one. And I'll let you read through this on your own time, but it basically works through the radar process, giving examples on different things you can do. So make sure you get your copy, and if there are no further questions, that'll be it for this quick training session. Thank you very much.